Warhammer 40,000 Wrath and Glory, Episode 4.
So last week, on your way back after trying to follow the Gene Stealer cult, Steele found that the Gene Stealer corpse was missing. Havelock detected that the Gene Stealer cultist was dragged north from the square, and wasn't sure exactly where it had gone, but knew they had gone north, and you decided to return to the hostel where you were staying. Alaric saw a light on in the templum and the door open, slightly ajar, the light pouring out into the square. Quittus dropped his inquisitorial seal in front of the hostel proprietor, Wilhelm, and realised that he definitely knows that I'm in the Inquisition now. Tried to scare him. Steele believed that Wilhelm was an obscura junkie, so he's going to sell the fact that you guys are in the Inquisition. Quittus repaired his Vox communicator. Hooray! Harkin and Steele murdered Wilhelm and his lovely lady Tilda. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, I mean, you ain't gotta say it like that,
Right? Still, like the way he said it was like murdered.
Happy Murder Day.
Steele found data slates in which Wilhelm was recording and reporting information to someone named Devil, and Steele also locked the door to Wilhelm's room, so no one could find them. So you guys still haven't seen the Baldies. Oh no, you did. You busted in.
Oh,
Haven't
yeah.
got to those
Yeah, we
notes yet. Steele shared the information about Wilhelm with Harkin. Havelock determined that Steele's knife had blood on it, and that he murdered Wilhelm. So yeah, once you got in the room, Havelock figured it out. Alaric and Quittus managed to determine that Wilhelm was providing information to someone by the name of Kilgez Devil Tripau, and got his full name from the data slates. Then determined that this devil person is a member of the local narco gang. Havelock threatened a store owner in the square, pulled an auto gun there and said, "I'm taking your dog, here's some money, see you later." Harkin stood guard at the Templum's doors with his las gun in hand. Alaric and Quittus spoke with the priest there, Faben, but you guys were unable to gather any strong leads from him. Steele spoke with a man who was sleeping on the Templum's pews. He claimed to know Vorgan Mortz and shared that Vorgan had struck a deal between Devil and the Inquisition. Vorgan was on his way to broker a deal with the Inquisition on behalf of Devil and share information, but was killed on the way. He'd found out through Vorgan's sister, who was told of his death and told to keep it to herself. He said that she's held up in Vorgan's old apartment. The man that you spoke with told you about Vorgan Mortz's death, but yeah, that was about it. That's where we left off. So I'm going to pick up this week by saying, Harkin, can you please make me an awareness test?
Absolutely. One sec. Let's see.
Can't be that good if you're wearing a gas mask all the time.
Let's
That's
see.
how pasty your face is.
He's got chem burns all over it, man.
Yeah. you still there, Harkin? Oh. Welcome back. There we go. If you're saying anything, Harkin, we can't hear you.
Oh dear. We've lost everyone.
Seems
I'm
like
still
it.
here.
Can you
I
hear me?
was, Avalok. So Alaric is not right here. Or not here right now.
Okay.
6 and a 4.
6 and a
Good.
4.
Yeah. Is this restarting Discord?
Okay, I'll wait for him to get back so we can go through what happened. The 6 is the rat die though, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 6 is the rat die. Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hey.
Let's get some.
Yeah, I got a 6 and a 4. 6 on the rat die.
Excellent. That's 1 glory.
How many of those do we have right now?
8. You're technically supposed to only have 7, but for Act 1, I'm allowing you to get more. Then in Act 2, it's going to get tough.
That's fair.
We're still in Act 1.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's awesome.
I need to step it up. Okay, Harkin. Excellent roll. As you stand in the door of the Templum, we're going to flash back here to Quittus and Alaric beginning their conversation with the priest, and Steele poking some dude sleeping on a pew. Like, hey man, wake up. I want to talk to you. Harkin, are you just standing in the door, keeping an eye on the area? What are you up to?
Yep, surveying the anyone who's trying to get too close, just keeping an eye out, watching the door, making sure we don't get snuck up on.
Excellent. I'll present the situation to you, and then you can tell me if you want to make something cool happen, whether by your own imagination or your party, or if you just like extra information. As you're standing at the door of the Templum, listening to Alaric and Quittus, presumably Quittus is likely threatening the priest, as he usually does, and Steele talking to the sleeping man on the pew. You look over and you see Havelock, and he's having a pretty stern conversation with a lady outside of her store. This lady is covered in augmetics, an augmetic arm, an augmetic leg. You know, she looks pretty like she's been through the ringer a few times. As she stands there having a conversation, you see a cyber mastiff between them, or a robotic dog, and Havelock seems to have taken an interest in it. And you're sort of half watching, looking around, and then Havelock pulls his auto gun and points it at her in the middle of the square. Broad, you know, quote unquote daylight. The heads start to turn. There aren't any enforcers around, but Havelock, you can see plenty of gangers looking around like, hey dude, this is our turf. There's a reason you're pulling a gun. A few of them start to walk towards Havelock, and a lot more of them looking around, and other people in the square that have noticed have started to shrink away into the shadows. So I'll hand it over to you, Harkin.
I think I'll I think I want to give Havelock a heads up, get him on the comms, and just say, "Look alive, buddy. We've got some company." Oh, am I muted?
No. I heard you.
All right. Then aside from that, I can't think of anything super interesting to happen. I would love some more information.
Okay. Probably the most interesting part is that it's not just the gangers in the square, but the bar, the Union Bar, on the other side of the square. There's a lot of them outside of there, and they're all looking over, and one of them you see signals up to one of the windows. They look at a Havelock, signal to the window, and then look back and start pointing towards Havelock.
Oh, crap.
Like bad news.
Yeah, at that point, I'd like to. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say that we have trouble in front of all those people in the church, or those two people, I guess. Are the Vox communicators like old ham radios, or are they like kind of earpieces?
These ones are old ham radio style. They're pretty rudimentary.
Pretty not stealthy.
Right.
All right. Yeah, I'd love to signal to the guys inside, or say, at the very least, Quentis, we might have some heretics to purge. You up for it?
Death to the enemy!
All right.
Although, at what point do you notice that? Is like when we're finishing up with the priest, or
That's
like,
what I'm hoping.
Yeah, we can say that at this point they're just finishing up. Steele's just told that gentleman to, that he can leave, and if you need someone available, hearken, they can be.
Okay.
straight to the violence, just like Quittis likes it, or just how Quittis likes it. Purging heretics and taking names. Right.
We could do this two different ways. I could get either some cover or try to make Havelock look less like a guy on his own.
I think Quittis is going to find a rare streak of subtlety and kind of just stand next to Harkin for now.
And watch and see what happens.
Yeah, watch and see what happens, and then if they're the biggest group of heretics that shows up, he's going to charge. What about Steele? Does he notice Quittis walking out the door and standing there?
Yeah. Steele would also be watching.
Alright, now there's 3 people standing at the door.
All watching to see what's going to happen to Havelock.
Well, I mean, he was crazy enough to stick a gun in somebody's face.
Yeah, well, we'll see how many people get guns and other things stuck in their faces today.
Right.
Who needs friends, Havelock, when you got a party like this?
Right? Well, at least I got old blue.
Okay, so if they're standing there waiting to see what happens, Havelock, by the time you realise what's going on, you've put your auto gun down, the woman's walked back into her shop, and as you turn, you notice that there's about 20 dudes around you.
20?
Okay.
One of them, who seems to be the ringleader, points at you, Havelock, and says, "You stay there." Do you comply, or do you just brush him off?
I brush him off.
Okay. He's going to attempt to grapple you or grab you. Do you resist?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be a strength test. So roll your strength die.
Alright, hold on.
As they say in the deathcore, things may be going tits up.
Gas mask is staying on.
Okay. So
The gloves too. And the hazmat suit. You know what? Everything's staying on.
Alexa, roll 2d6. Oh, there we go. Alexa, roll 2d6.
I rolled 2 dice and got 5 and 6 for a total of 11.
Nice.
Nice. Well, Havelock, it'll make you very happy to know that I got 1 success. So, as this rough-looking ganger grabs you by the arm as you go to walk by Havelock, you just quickly pull your arm away from him. But as you do, the rest of them quickly pull out guns. And at this point, everyone else in the square disappears very quickly. And the ganger looks back at you, Havelock, and says, "Do you want to die today?"
Oh, I'm really tempted to shut out now.
And Havelock will reply, "No. Do you?"
Oh,
Yes.
Make me an intimidation check there, Havelock.
Oh, that's going to be a terrible.
Can you roll with any sort of bonus or anything like that, given that there's 3 of us standing at the church door?
They have no idea that you guys are there. Just
Fair.
concentrated on this guy and his dog.
Oh man. There's 20 of them.
That's okay. I can burn 8 of them at once.
That's true.
So this is bad.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
So my intimidation is 0.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
You can't roll a 6 on a
I don't even
non-existent
know
die.
how it's 0, but
You want to use a glory?
so I can at least roll something.
Oh, no,
You
got 3. I'm just checking here. Yeah, it's
Oh,
on
it
your
says
will,
zero.
based on your willpower. So your intimidation total is 3.
Oh, on my total it says intimidation is 0 on this sheet. That's the
The
newest one.
skill itself.
Well, that's bullshit. Let me check that.
Well, I think what you've done, Jim, is you've got 2 different sections for skills. One that has the skill bonus, and another that has the total,
Yeah.
Right,
the skill
right.
bonus, and the attribute bonus.
But
All right, hold on. Let me go down.
I think it's the
to-
second heading. I think skill.
Yeah,
total.
because there's one that says skills, and then you have like the one that has like all the stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's the third heading is skill totals.
All right,
So that's the one you want to reference.
all right.
So not all hope is lost. That would have been hilarious if you had 0, but unfortunately.
Skill totals.
That means you would have been literally brain dead.
All right. Intimidation, right?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay,
glory?
yeah. Okay, it's 3. All right, yeah. I was
Use
gonna
glory.
wonder because I was like, how did I get the dog if my intimidation was 0? Because I used intimidation on that lady too.
Yeah.
All right,
You
so
can use a glory as well if your party are cool with it. I mean, you could
Okay,
guilt them
yeah.
because they're just standing there.
Yeah, we
yeah,
just
I'm
we
gonna
just
use one.
yeah.
All right, Alexa, roll 4. Oh, hold on. Alexa, roll 4d6.
I rolled 4 dice and got 3, and 5 for a total
Wow.
of 14.
Oh, shit. Use a wrath. You roll those 3s.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Alexa, roll 3d6.
I rolled 3 dice and got 4, 1 and 3 for a total of 8.
Eek.
So what? That's
Marginally
2
better.
successes.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got 2 successes. So, he looks at you for a minute, Havelock, and he sort of takes a step back, and then he says, "I'm not gonna fucking waste my time with you." And then he looks at the rest of the gangers, and he said, "You deal with him." And he walks into Striker's shop, salvage shop, and you're left there with the 20 gangers all just pointing guns at you, Havelock. What would you like to do?
All right, so I am. Okay, so my first question is, so since I have blue, he's combat ready, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, how close are they?
They are very close,
Like-
within immediate melee range.
Oh,
So they're just like all surrounding me, pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, they're spaced out because there's 20 of them. They don't want to shoot each other, but yeah, some of them are very close. Some of them are at a reasonable distance.
Should
Alright.
we go ahead and swoop in?
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to put my back towards the rest of the group, and then back, at least like back towards them, so that
Slowly.
so that if they do, start shooting, I can kind of get out of the way, and at least I have to worry about hitting anybody on the other side and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
slowly with your hand up. Backing away.
But they haven't fired at me yet, so I'm not gonna initiate.
Backing up.
Are you waiting to see what happens, Havelock?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So, what seems like a lifetime drags on for all of you. Your party is standing in the church, and you hear the priest Fabian from behind. What the fuck is going on out there? Oh, jeez. Emperor be damned. He turns around and walks back in. And
You said "Emperor be damned." I feel like I absolutely must murder him now.
he walks back in, and the rest of the three of you, I imagine, unamused by this in the game, are standing and watching Havelock just facing off just a man and his dog and 20 gangers. Havelock, all of them are just watching you. They look pretty gnarly. Some of them are tough looking, and others look like they've seen better days, like maybe they're using Obscura themselves.
Just
After
gonna turn into John Wick and Friends.
I hope this doesn't end like John Wick Begins, but yeah, the ganger that was talking to you comes back out of Striker's Salvage, the shop. There's no one with him, but he walks back behind the gangers to face you, Havelock, and he says, "Give the dog back and you can leave."
No.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No.
All right, light him up.
Oh.
All right, so then if the first thing I'm gonna do is send Blue after him.
Okay, so
Are,
Blue will
are we
take the
close enough
first
to
turn.
hear?
then.
Are we close enough to hear him say "get him" or whatever he said?
Everyone, make me an awareness test.
Okay.
Except Havelock, you can hear him pretty good.
Okay.
Awareness. Rolling 3 dice over this way. Sweet.
I don't
6
think
on the
Stu
wrath
would
die.
even need that- would have to. He knows.
I got a
what's gonna
nice
happen.
1 success.
Okay. So
I got-
1 success for Harkin.
Everything was on my
Chris?
wrath die.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
So,
back up
6
to
on the
9
wrath die, which
glory.
is 2 successes.
I'd
Nothing else.
be able to add my my Hive Explorer because I know what's gonna happen.
No,
Let's go down.
You can only add it for survival and stealth, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you can sneak around the backside of some of these buildings and stab a bitch.
Well, I got
Right.
5 and a 4, so 2 success.
Okay. So, how many in total did you get, Quiz? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
I got a total of 2.
Okay, from the wrath die though. That's pretty sweet. So, yeah.
No.
Oh, not on the wrath die.
Yep. So I got 6 on the wrath die, 2 and 1 on the others.
Excellent. Oh, okay then. Yeah, so great. So we'll go to the rat die in a second, but Harkin, you got 1 success, but the other guy's got 2. So we're going to assume here that Steele and Quis, the way that they physically react, whether that's to tense or reach for their firearm or something, you can't quite hear what's going on, but from their reaction, you're like, oh, I know what's going on now.
Yeah, good.
Quis, what would you like to do with your rat die?
Charge
I don't
in and
want
roar
the-
holy fire.
Well, he's just gonna, show death to the enemy. And he's probably gonna run for the boss dude and chop him up with a chainsaw. If I can maybe, I don't know, gain dual wielding for a single turn.
Okay, I'll give you no penalty on your first attack, but Havelock's going to get first dibs on reacting here. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. So Havelock, it can either be you or Blue for the first turn, then it'll be the ganger's turn, and then it'll be either your or Blue's turn again. So who do you want to go first, you or your trusty new companion?
Oh, so we take the same turn. Okay. Then I'll let Blue go, and yeah, I'll let Blue go first.
Okay.
Sick 'em, boy.
I like how Lemoyne as a player already loves the idea of a cyber mastiff and is like, no, I'm not giving that up, fuck you.
I'm imagining Karen's having a change of heart inside the church and is starting to get drunk with the priest.
That's why they're not here.
Yeah.
He's
All right,
like,
so
I love the Emperor. He's such a great guy. He's such a good guy.
oh, there we go. Alright, so he's got Plasteel Bite. Alright, so can I like have Blue kind of like I don't know, grab the guy by the throat but not kill him?
We can do that. So basically the way that these guys are going to work is, this won't affect you guys, but it will affect the narratively how you're acting. I'm running them as mobs, which is in the game rules as basically if one of these dudes were to come at you, you just slap him aside and kill him. So I bump them into mobs, but as a result they have lower HP, so you can wipe out like 3 or 4 at a time. So as a result, I can make it so that narratively, if Quittus would sacrifice his rat die, then you can keep the ganger alive at the end.
Okay, well, if they're not that much trouble, then like I was gonna kind of use him as kind of like as a hostage. But if that's not really needed because their HP is not that high, then I don't want him to have to spend his raft die to keep the guy alive.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, like you can attempt to grapple him if that's your intent. But if you fail, then that's sort of your action gone, right? And then you're vulnerable to attack.
All right, then he's gonna attack him.
It would also be a little meta now that you're changing strategy with that extra information. At least in my mind.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to give you guys a clear picture that it's not standard combat where you're attacking each individual. They're bumped into 2 mobs of 10. So when you're picking
Okay, so
to
I don't
attack...
really... Okay, so compared to us, they're, real thin nerds.
They're hive scum.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Which kind of makes sense. Okay, so for his attack, how do I get into the extra damage dice? Like what skill or what what can I use so that he can use that extra damage dice?
Yeah, let me take a look. I can't remember.
Oh, he's got go for the throat.
Yeah. I think it costs you 1 wrath. Yeah, the cost of 1 wrath point, the Cyber Mastiff charges at the nearest target and uses its plasteel bite. If it deals 1 or more wounds, the target suffers the bleeding and prone conditions. That was a typo from their supplement.
Okay. Then I guess I won't. I'll just have him attack regular then. That should be fine. Shouldn't have to use a wrath.
Okay, so that's 6 die. He does 6 damage and 4 extra damage dice. Holy shit, yeah. And it's rending damage.
Death to the enemy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
All right. We're gonna have to try and keep track of these dice when it says it. Yeah, that's a lot. Alexa, roll 10d6.
Oh, we just need 6. Sorry.
I rolled 2
Oh,
dice
it's
and got
just
1.
6. Oh, okay. I thought you said it was the 6 plus the extra plus the 4.
Yeah, those will be for the damage. We'll just start with the 6 to
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alexa, roll 66.
Rolled 6 dice and got 5, 6, 4, 6, 5, and 5 for a total
Oh,
of
nice.
81.
That
Jesus.
hits.
What's that, 8?
Very nice.
Yeah.
So what
Might
was
be able to
the
shift
result?
one of those 6s.
It was 5, 6, 4, 5, or 6, 5, 5. I think that's what it was.
I think there was 2 6s in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I've got 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 5. Is that
Yeah, that's about right. It's the same, but yeah, that's about right.
okay? So we can probably shift both of those 6s. So because you got way over their defense of 2, you can shift the 6s to extra damage. So with him, with your doggy, he's got rending. When you shift an exalted icon as part of an attack with a rending weapon, weapon's AP improves by the rending rating for the attack. Holy crap! Okay, so that lowers my resilience by 3 and gives you 2 extra damage. Oh my god. 3. Okay. So you get to roll 4 extra damage dice, Havelock.
Right.
And your base damage is 8 here for this.
plus 4.
Let's roll 4d6.
Yeah.
Okay, here's dice bag.
Ugh.
Roll 4
Alexa,
6.
roll 4d6.
I rolled 4 dice and got 2, 6, 3, and 6 for a total of 17.
2, 6, 3, and 6.
2, 6, 3, and 6. Excellent. So you got extra 4.
Good boy.
Goodest boy.
So 4 plus the base of 6 is 10, plus you shifted 2. I believe. Just want to check. I'm shifting those in combat as I learn the rules. Okay. Combat. Okay, I think it's an extra 4, so it'll be 14 total damage that you did. Okay, so
Someone's dead.
14 damage. My resilience is lowered by 3 because you shifted dice and you've got rending on the dog. So that means you dealt a total of 13 damage. Okay, so out of the 10 gangers, Blue just starts going ham on this group of gangers and just tearing them apart. So this is all occurring in the few seconds that you'll all be fighting as well. But, you know, at the end of your turn, if you were to look around, Blue's killed all of them except for one dude. They're all just laying on the floor, bleeding, dead, or fleeing before being dead. And, yeah, good job, Blue.
Blue is truly glorious.
It's the ganger's turn. I'm not going to use that group because that was pretty rough. But I am going to use the other group. Oh, actually, I just got to change that.
Oh, Blue.
Excellent.
Maybe we shouldn't call him Red instead for the blood that he draws.
Right.
So I'm going to use their ballistic skill against you. They get 10d6.
Bombs are dangerous when they're big.
Yeah.
That's what you have Quidditch for. Gain sword.
So I got
also
7
handling.
successes. I'm going to use one of my ruin to reroll. So I got 7.
How far away are we from him? Are we within a single movement or more than that?
Yeah, you're within a single movement.
Interesting.
9, 11.
I've got a special thingy I can do.
Havelock, what's your defense?
Hold on. Get over there and check it out. That'd be under survival?
Yeah.
Oh, it's half my speed. So he's further than that.
My defense is 1.
Oh shit. Okay. So I hit and then I can shift 4. So
Is he more than half my speed away? That's I've got a special ability, Get Down, Sir, that I can like jump in front of bullets for my teammates.
he's a little further than that. If he was closer, I'd give it to you.
Gotcha.
So total here, shifting all 4 6s, doubles them 8.
Someone's gonna get their shit kicked in.
Yeah. So 15. Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad because they're a big group at the moment.
Boy. Oh, damn it. Should have used Glory to seize the initiative. Forgot about that.
What's your resilience,
There's a rat.
Havelock?
3.
Not
Okay.
good enough.
Now, I apologise. I got a total of 19 damage against you.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I rolled really well because I re-rolled using my equivalent of Wrath. So yeah, he took a beating, and yeah, so you are down.
So in groups, it's not like they all roll separately. They're all
No.
one group. So the damage does like one, like a mob. Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
what you did say, a mob. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. All right.
So basically,
We
the way it
rolled
works is
1d6.
if a standard ganger's, I'm just going to tell you this so you guys know. If a standard ganger's ballistic skill is 6 and there's 10 of them, they get 5 extra to that skill, and same with damage. But as Rowan was saying, if you beat the crap out of them, there's half as many. They're pretty shit.
Yeah.
But Havelock, roll me a d6.
Uh-oh.
Alexa, roll 1d6.
Roll 1 die and got 5 for a total of 5.
5.
Okay, Havelock, because you were downed, you develop a memorable injury. It's not something that's going to affect your character mechanically, but you now have a twitch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so whether, however you want to play that, you took a lot of gunfire there and you've now developed a twitch.
So I would say he's maybe like lying down in like a puddle of blood, and like he's his mouth is bleeding. He's got like blood all over his teeth, and his like left eye starts to twitch.
Excellent. Okay, let me just make a note. So the cool thing in Wrath and Glory is that Havelock, you still actually get a turn if you're down. So you can technically drag yourself at half speed and shoot. But I'll tell you now that if you take your rank, it's your tier +1 in additional damage, then you develop permanent injuries, and then if it happens again, you die.
Okay.
DTFO.
So.
You can crawl, you can shoot, you can do simple actions.
You should crawl towards us. I can dive in front of you if you get shot again.
All right.
Don't worry.
Can I
This is charging.
make my way towards the church, or wherever they were, the temple?
Yeah, absolutely. You start crawling your way towards them along the ground, covered in blood, as I imagine at this time they're probably charging by you as well. So, do you want to shoot or do anything else, Havelock?
Well, if I shoot, does that mean like someone could just like have a reaction and shoot back, or if I keep crawling, will they still be able to shoot me anyway, or what? Or does that not matter?
It's whatever you want to do. I mean, whether they choose to shoot you, I mean, you're their primary
Right.
target at the moment.
I'm going to back towards crawl backwards towards the church, and then Blue will kind of stay close by, kind
Give a
of
bloody streak.
snarling menacingly at the mob as he backs in the direction of the temple as well.
Okay. You're not quite to the temple, but the good news is that Harkin is close enough that he can use Lookout Sir if he needs to.
Nice.
Seize the initiative.
If that's your turn, I'm gonna take my turn as a ganger unless someone seizes the initiative.
That's what I'm
Go
doing.
for it, Quintus.
Okay, sure.
Quintus is
Go
going
for it.
to use a glory and seize the initiative. Or is it Wrath?
Glory.
Glory. We
believe.
got plenty of that. All right. Yes. Quintus is going to seize the initiative
Death to the enemy!
and just run in screaming. And is going to chainsword and flamer every single ganger within range.
Okay, so we'll go for the group that's been untouched then.
Absolutely. All right, now to figure out the math.
Yeah.
Oh,
How many dice do we get?
did you say that there was one left from that other group that was like down?
Yeah, he's pretty fucked.
Ah, I should have shot him.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, roll to hit, man. Just imagine Havelock like laying on the ground, just flipping over and just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I mean, just to finish him off, that's what I should have did.
Yeah, is it a mercy?
Yeah,
like,
go Do it.
Do you say I could do that?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, roll to hit.
Okay.
I haven't done anything yet for seizing initiative, so there's still plenty of time.
All right.
Poor ganger.
Maybe shouldn't have been Hive Scum.
Maybe I should just maybe I should just let Blue finish him off.
It's up to you, man.
Yeah,
Seeing as he's the last one left and he's pretty fucked, he will say that he's the guy that was threatening you, and he's now like on the floor,
Or shoot him in
bleeding.
the face. Shoot him in the goddamn face.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
No mercy.
The beginning of this session says a lot about your group when I present a situation and before there's any discussion, you guys are like, well, I guess it's violence again this week.
I feel like Quintus probably played about 50% of that role.
Just Quirtus at the church doors growling and woofing.
The Space Wolf wannabe.
What was my ballistic skill again? It
I
says
think
8.
it's up to 8, yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wild.
All right.
The Harkin's like, how did that sage get
Shoot him in
so
the
good?
goddamn
Alright,
face.
so I roll. The damage is 7. I just had to roll 7d6. Alexa, roll 7d6.
Roll 7 dice and got 2, 3,
2, 3, 3, 1,
5,
5.
1 and 6 for a
1
total
and 6.
of 21.
That's 3, right?
3.
Yeah.
Excellent. That is a hit. So, damage is for an auto gun is like 7 plus 1, is it? Or
Yeah.
yeah, excellent. So roll us an extra damage dice.
Against a single
Alexa,
member of the
roll
mob.
1d6.
I rolled 1 die and got 2 for a total of 2.
2.
Okay, so just the base 7. Luckily, Ganger resilience is garbage, so you do 3 damage. I'm gonna spend a ruin and I'm gonna try to turn my wounds into shock. And the reason you can do that, Havelock, is because you lost so many wounds that you lost all your shock as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for this guy. And he manages to soak the 3 damage as shock. Excellent. Okay. I'm surprisingly trying to keep him alive. Okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
what gives? Is it just because he was the one that started it all? Spite?
Just out of spite.
that what that
So
did?
he's managed to soak his wounds into shock, but he has no more shock left. So he's toughing it out basically. He's gritting his teeth through gunfire and teeth and trying to stay alive, like the Bee Gees. But Quiz, it's your turn.
All right. Yes. This is where it gets fun.
Oh no.
Yeah. So he's gonna charge in screaming
Death to the enemy!
and just rip and tear with his chainsaw and then burn everything that's left.
Oh my god. Okay, so what do you want to do first? Do the flamer damage or the sword?
Chainsword first.
Okay, go for it.
Alright, so my weapon skill now is 5 plus Furious Charge plus charging, so that's the 2 extra there. But I don't know if that's damage or to hit.
For the Furious Charge, is that?
Yes.
Let's look it up. Ba-la-la-la-loo. Okay.
Just says
Furious
melee
Charge.
attacks.
Yeah. Pleasure announced to any melee attack. It says to the attack, so the attack roll, not the damage roll, I imagine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he's going to use his chainsword to rip and tear. So weapon skill is 5 total. And then with the wrath die, I was allowed to not take any disadvantages earlier.
Yes.
So 5 for the weapon skill, and then 2 more because Furious Charge in addition to charge. I think.
Oh, you get 1 for Furious Charge because you're not a rank 2 yet.
Yeah. Charge. Make a full move and a melee attack at +1
sorry.
D.
Oh, so charge and
So
Furious
charging
Charge
itself
for 2.
gives you
Sorry.
more. Yeah. So if I don't hit a lot, I'll be a little bit insulted.
Use them wrath, man.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice to hit. Okay, so we got a 3 on the wrath, so that's a failure. We have 4 successes, which is leaving 3 dice unhit with, which I think is fine.
So,
So, chainsword.
the gangers. Are any of them 6s?
No, they're not. There's 2 5s, 2 4s, 2 3s, and a 1.
So yeah, you hit, but yeah, none have shifted. So that's successful hit.
Alright. Successful hit, and because chainswords are brutal, they inflict traumatic wounds. Deal extra damage. Okay, so how much damage do I get? Extra damage dice, or damage is 7. Extra damage dice is 4, so that's 11 dice altogether.
No, so the 7 is dealt no matter what, and then the extra damage dice are the only dice you roll to add on top of the 7.
Gotcha. And there's no wrath on damage.
No.
So that is 6, 5, 3, and 1. So that's an additional 5 damage.
Excellent. So 12 total.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 8 damage that we take. I'm going to spend another ruin, try and soak some of that. Nope. Didn't get a single success. Okay, so that's 8 damage on them. Um. Okay, Quietus, you hack through like 7 or 8 guys, just cutting through him. To describe this brutal scene to us.
Alright, she's just gonna take a single swipe and like lop off a limb or a head or bisect a torso with each strike. Then he's also gonna do like the cool rocker skid on his knees underneath one of them as he slices the crotch open.
Okay, and your attack's not
And
over yet.
and then I got my flamer.
Yeah, so I've got a roll to try and dodge. I'm going to try and raise my resilience. So you can take full defense as a full round action. So you give up your movement, your attack, everything, but you get to roll your initiative and then add the result to your resilience. So I'll do that.
Right.
I get to add 4. Okay, so
Okay.
how much damage do I take?
So it's 7 plus extra damage of 1.
Okay.
So I don't even have to roll to hit because it's a flamer. That's a 6.
Okay, well, my resilience is 4, but I get a +4 from those dice, so it would take it to 8. But it means that those gangers don't get a 10 next round.
Yeah, they all jump behind the corpses.
Or this
That's
round.
the allies.
Just holding body parts on them to try and absorb the flames. Describe that to us, Quiz.
Alright. Yeah, like as he gets up from doing the rocker slide underneath the last guy, he kind of fumbles his weapon a little bit, and everyone on the enemy team is able to grab a former teammate or a piece of metal or whatever and throw it up in front of their front of their face or body or whatever before he turns his flamer on them.
Excellent.
Just roasts them. It kind of does like a fire spin type of thing. Just because it's cool.
Do they keep their resilience throughout the entire combat round, or just for this one attack?
Until the next turn, but they technically won't get a next turn. So till the end of this round.
Yeah. Basically, I crisp their ability to do anything, so it's free attacks.
So that's the end of your turn. So one group is gone, and there's one dude left, bleeding on the floor, struggling. The second group have been cut apart and partially cooked. So as we come back to my turn,
It's a salamander's barbecue.
at the Union Bar across the square, one of the windows where one of the gangers was signalling that Harkin saw, the window flies open, and you see them setting up a bipod, and Harkin would recognise a heavy stubber being loaded onto it. So that's their turn, is setting it up in the window between the group.
Shit.
And yeah, it's back to you guys.
What happened to Kin's turn?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Our ganger. Hasn't got
yeah.
any turn yet.
Yeah, neither's Harkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we take it in turns.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
just
So
wondering.
my turn was for my gangers to set up their heavy stubber. Now you guys can take your turn. Whoever's left.
He's going next, Ken or Crimso. Arkin or Steel.
I'm good either way. Can open fire on some of these heathens in the center. Let's see.
I don't know that the heathens in the center are really as much of a threat as
As
that
the
heavy
stub-
fucking stubber over there.
Yeah. Well, how far away is it?
It would be at long range at this point, as you're standing across the square from it, and you haven't moved. Havelock
How
sort of.
far is their long range though? Because I've got a pretty good range on my last gun.
Okay, let me check. I'll have to pull up the stubber.
Death to the enemy.
Just in case you forgot.
Gangers.
We'll see the Emperor's Light in the end.
Heavy stubber. It's got a long range of 54, but they're only about, I'd say, 36 meters away.
Okay. Then yeah, I can open fire on them.
Okay.
Do I get any? How does the long range work? Do I get a disadvantage, or they get a bonus defense or something?
Yeah, so they get a bonus to defense, or a +1, I think.
Okay.
That's nothing. You got high ballistics, don't you?
Oh, long range they get +2, sorry. But if you don't move, you can add 1 bonus dice to your ranged attack and aim.
Yeah. Let me see. And I get. So if I, since I'm a dead shot, do I get a bonus die to that as well?
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
Just to give you
Or
guys
is that
full
just the
context.
damage?
Oh, the dead shot? I'm not sure. I'd have to read the rule for that. But as you guys are in the templum, while you remain in there, you have the advantage of light cover from standing in there. Moving into the square would shorten the range, but then you're in the open. And then obviously the bar on the other side would be like another movement away. So at the moment, Quittus is out in the open, so is Havelock.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, so you're a skilled shot. When you take the aim action and make a cooled shot, you double your bonus extra damage dice. Okay, so a cooled shot means that you are aiming for a specific part of someone. So, because it's a like a group, a mob, we'd have to say that you're doing a cooled shot for sorry, hang on, cooled shot +1 extra damage dice for every +1 you add to target's defense. Okay, so the way that a cooled shot works is that you can add 1 to your target's defense, but you get +1 extra damage dice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll hold off on that for a sec. It says
aiming-
ballistics 9, but I think it went up with my last.
I don't think so. So I don't have you. Have you purchased anything else, like any other points?
Didn't I just get agility? Wasn't it? Last time.
I've got your skill total here, ballistics 9. So that it bumped up to 9 from getting an extra.
7 or something.
Yeah, a couple of agility.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'm gonna start rolling. Sorry for the pause. Let's see.
No problem, man. We're all learning the game, so yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Aim, you get a +1 on 1D, or you get a +1D on ranged attacks. You aim.
Well, he gets +2 for aim because he's got dead shot.
Yeah. Stuff.
It's kind of silly
I
they
can up
matched
that
it with cooled shot. I think I'm happy to ignore that rule if you want, Crimzo. Because it seems kind of bullshitty that they give you one and then take it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
So the cooled shot that you have to add to dead shot, we can ignore that part of the rule because I was saying it's kind of bullshit that they give you a +1 to your aim, but then they take it away because you have to do a cooled shot technically. So
Yeah.
feel free to just aim with an extra dice if you choose.
Okay, sounds good. So it's 9 plus the 1 for aim, or 2 for aiming, 1
Yes.
for aiming, and 1 for dead shot. Okay.
That's right.
11. If you don't hit,
I'm gonna just put it in Discord because that's a lot of dice.
just glorious.
That's going to
Glory
be
to the
brutal
Emperor.
for me.
Will of man. You having fun over there, Jim?
Sorry?
You having fun over there? All your nerds are getting murked.
Man, this sucks. But I wanted to thrust gangers at you and mobs just to test them out before I use anything else.
Well, they certainly are nasty, but then we have some pretty brutal countermeasures.
Well, I wanted to use mobs so you guys could utilize your flamers and stuff, because if I start throwing heroes at you to make them mute, then it's kind of a shitty game, really.
Did I do that wrong? So it's just the exclamation point, then the number, and then the.
Yeah, I don't think it works for some reason. Let me try. Oh no.
Avery's failed us.
Let me make sure Avery has access to this channel.
Ah.
I got it.
Oh, excellent.
So, exclamation mark roll, space 11d6.
Okay.
Oh, you have to write roll.
Also,
Let me try.
must 11 the 11d6 that I rolled worked. I don't think.
Oh, magic.
Oh, now it's coming up. There we go.
Excellent.
Like a decent amount of successes there, though.
Let's see. Three, 6, 5, 5. 4, 4, 3, 2. 3, 6 is worth 2. 5, 5, 4, 4. So that's 6 successes.
Yeah. And then an extra 5, so yeah, 7 successes.
Oh yeah, nice.
Pretty good, man.
Yeah, the extra 5 at the end. All
Can you
right,
shift the stick?
the tables are turning.
Are there any shifts? No, because I get a +2 to my defense, so my defense is total of. Oh no, my defense is total of 4. Yeah, you can shift one of your dice.
Nice. Then I'll shift that 6.
Oh yeah,
Excellent.
turns a tabling.
So that's 9 base damage plus 1 damage die, I think, for the las gun.
Let's see.
That one
Also,
die
sorry
really
for the loud beeping
counts.
earlier.
Damage 7 with 1 extra damage dice.
Damage 9, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think it's 7 plus 1?
Yeah.
Oh no, because the shifted, so that's 8. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yes, the base damage would be 9, and then you get an extra dice to roll.
Oh, because he shifted to 6 and it counts as 2.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cool. And I got a 6 on my extra damage dice as well.
Holy shit. That's 11 damage. What's my
Okay, Google.
resilience?
Stop.
You
Garbage.
pull a Deadpool and shoot through 3 heads in a row.
Right?
These guys haven't taken any shock yet, so I'm just throwing ruin around this week. I'm going to try and save them.
How many have you got?
You get, I think I've got 6 total.
I think we've run through twice that number already, if not more.
Yeah, I have 6. I've used up 3 now. And it's done nothing. Okay, I got 3 successes, so that's my shock. Excellent. See if that actually does anything for me. Okay, so you did 11 damage. Right? Got 4. So that's 7 damage. Soak 3. That's 4 damage. Okay, 4 damage. It's okay, guys. It's okay. I could.
Are you telling after yourself?
Just me. I could describe to us your attack.
Yeah, I see the. Can you describe the weapon that they're bringing out?
Yeah,
Or
it's the
those
heavy stubber. It's sort of like a massive machine gun emplacement that fires these huge, chunky ballistic rounds. So it's pretty intimidating looking weapon. And there's like 8 or 9 of them up in the window, like 4 of them shifting it up. The others all getting their guns ready and preparing to fire.
Like a Gatling?
Pretty much, yeah, like a heavy Gatling gun. It doesn't fire as quickly, but the shots are brutal. So the steel has a stubber, which is like a small version of it, and that thing is like a cross between a shotgun and a pistol. So if you imagine that in an big boy size, then yeah.
I can have 1919 Browning.
I'd love to pick off a couple of them from the windows, but I really want to get a good shot on that gun, see if I can either disable it or make it fall a little bit, make it take a little extra time getting it put together.
Not without a success on your wrath die when attacking, I'm afraid.
Darn.
To ricochet the bullet inside
Alright, then
the room.
I'll just be shooting them up and seeing if I can get a couple kills on the ones in the window.
Yeah, absolutely. You managed to drop 4 of them. You see like a few of them ducking for cover and manage to get out of the way in time. A few of them take hits. See one of them fall out of the window and just fall lifeless onto the ground outside the building.
But is smiling.
Excellent job, Harkin. Okay, I don't have any more gangers to use because you guys have fucked them all. Steel, it's your turn.
Okay.
Pull some Naruto shit and run up the wall.
Okay, so what's left? Okay, the heavy
There's
stubber
a
is still in the
couple
window.
there's a couple in the middle of the town.
Yeah, it's like
4.
3 of them, and then there's Havelock on the ground. There's gun out, dog standing next to him, and Quittus just cutting and burning. Harkin lighting up the upper floor of the bar.
I retroactively say that I'm kind of attempting to block whatever shots I saw visible at the time from hitting my friend, companion.
I mean, narratively you can, but in reality, he's dying.
Narratively, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll take a shot with my stubber.
So who are you targeting?
Wait, is there a way I could move with that? Would I be able to move to hit the heavy stubber? Well, whoever's manning the heavy stubber.
Yeah, let me check the range on your regular stubber. Stubber. Oh man, your range is garbage deal. You'd have to move into the square and then like right up to the Union bar, because I mean, or closer to it. So it'd take 2 movements to get close enough, because your longest range is like 18 meters. So I'll allow you to make a shot from long range if you move into the square this turn.
Okay, I guess. Oh, I'll do that because we need to take care of that heavy stuff or whoever's trying to.
Yeah.
I'll move, and I'll take a shot towards that way. What am I looking? Stubber. This goes off of ballistic skills?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So for I'm also gonna use trademark.
Oh, so the stubber's your trademark weapon?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's go over trademark. Trademark weapon. Choose one of your weapons, blah, blah, blah. The talent only affects the weapon and no others of its type, so your stub is going to be your weapon. When you make a successful attack with your trademark weapon, you deal plus double rank additional damage dice.
Oh wow.
Nice.
How much was that?
Be 4 since he's a 2.
I think it was
No,
30.
How much
Like
was the? Oh, it was
30.
30. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good skill.
Nasty skills, what that is.
Steel is
First I need to do
rank 1.
rank 2.
Oh, you brought another thing, didn't you?
yeah. thought he was
Yeah.
2.
Excellent. Let me change that. It's 4 extra damage dice.
I gotta do the ballistic 4. So 4d6 use of glory. I got a 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2 success.
Okay. Excellent. Because it's long range, I get a +2 to my defense. So unfortunately, you don't manage to hit steel.
Okay.
Are there any sort of bonus actions in this?
Yeah. Let's go over a few bonus actions. See what we've got.
Because if Seal's out there, I don't know if he could spend any time trying to stabilize our friend.
That would be an action.
That would be an action. Okay.
Yeah. So there's like simple actions, and then there's like attacks and stuff. The simple action is like, you know, saying something or making a hand signal or something like that.
Steel's
So we can
gonna
flip
say
them off.
something.
Yeah, you can flip them all off.
And Steel's gonna say, you know, we're supposed to be undercover. Or did you all just forget that?
Well, he didn't say for the Emperor. He just said death to the enemy. So that's stealthy in Quintus's books.
We're just a couple mercenaries shaking down a storefront.
We're just clearing out the local gangers because they're bad guys, right?
Hive scum?
Hive scum.
We're not the enforcer. We're mercs on a mission.
Did you almost say murderers? That's what it sounded like to me.
A Freudian slip.
Yeah, exactly.
I said merc. Mercs, not merc.
Okay, so we can come back to the top of the turn order. So all of you guys in blue are activated, so whoever wants to go first, go crazy.
I'm gonna take another shot then. Just go ahead.
I think Quintus. Well, wouldn't it be a good idea for Quintus to go real
Yeah,
quick
go.
and fill up our friend?
Or can I do that myself? Or no?
I think I have a higher medicine skill than you do. I'll just take a look.
Okay. I know when we
I
were
think
trying
it's
to heal
3.
Steel.
Yeah.
Mine was like 4. Hold on, quick.
Okay, yeah, mine is 3. So if yours is higher, then definitely go for it. Go first and make sure a companion doesn't die immediately.
And then Quintus could finish up the guys in the courtyard.
Yep. Now, I wonder, is it possible to
Yeah, 4.
attack, move, and then attack with a secondary weapon, or no?
Sorry, could you repeat that, Quiz?
Am I able to, for example, attack with a chainsword, move, and then attack with my secondary weapon, which is my flamer?
Yeah, I don't see why not, if it's a multi-attack.
Okay, sweet. Burn some other heretics in those windows.
Yeah.
Is everyone that's on the ground level like killed?
Nope, there's
No.
3 left.
Oh, okay. And then there's 3 plus the guy that started it all, or just 2 and then the guy?
2 and then the guy.
Okay.
Okay. That's a good point.
All right. Who's turning it?
You want to stabilize yourself, or want us to do some aggressive actions?
Yes. That's what I think I'm gonna do.
Okay.
All right. So my medici is 4.
Okay, so roll us 4 dice.
All right.
Not the first time that Crimson, or that Harkin has been almost dead.
I'm fine.
Alexa, roll
Havelock.
4d6.
Right. I don't know why I keep
Alexa,
mixing
roll
up different people
4d6.
every night.
I rolled 4 dice and got 5. 4. 4 and 5 for a total of 18.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Excellent. We'll give you back 4 wounds.
Hell yeah.
You still have 0 shock until you can rest up.
Okay. And then, all right, cool. Yeah, because Blue didn't get attacked. Right?
No, he didn't.
Okay. All right. So does that count as counts as an action, but I can still move, right?
Yeah, that's right. So getting up would take half your movement, or crawling would take half your movement. So it's up to you if you want to get up and run into the temple, or run back the other way, whatever you want to do.
I think I'll run. Oh, Quintus is still out in the open.
He's
Yes,
a
I am.
crazy bastard.
Completely out in the open, but I also have some pretty decent resistances.
Oh, okay.
I've got
All right.
7.
Oh wow.
I think, the other.
I wonder how much I have.
So healing is my action, so I can't take any more actions, right?
That's right.
Okay, so then,
Oh
then I'll move back towards the temple. Hopefully
Okay.
that's out of range. I don't know.
What's the range on
no,
your
it's not,
auto
'cause
gun?
it's like 50. Huh?
What's the range on your auto gun?
Let me check.
I was just curious
Alright.
because we're 36 meters away.
So it says short is 12, medium's
Nice.
24, and long is 36.
Perfect. You can take pot shots.
And you're now in light cover, Havelock, as you get into the door of the templum.
Okay.
Okay. Unless anyone seizes the initiative, I'll take my turn. Okay.
I don't think we can seize the initiative more than once per combat, anyways, if I remember correctly.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I
think
see.
so.
Well, my ballistic skill is lower now because Harkin killed some of them. Damn you. I have 2 ruin left. Will I spend one? Yeah.
Just really want to fuck up Quitus now, don't you?
And in this whole thing, where's Steel? Like,
Steel
he
is
out
in the middle of the square. Yeah, he's in the
Oh,
open.
he is too. Okay.
Yeah.
So rolled 5 successes. Steel, what's your defense?
And, yeah.
I'm gonna be asking all day. How far away is he from me?
He's like further away on the square, so it'll take you 1 movement to get to him.
Roger, Dodger.
Yeah, I liked how you did the other combat where you put it kind of like in zones.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Okay, and so you guys in the Templum Zone 0, there's 2 zones for the square, so 1 and 2. Then there's Zone 3 is outside the Union Bar.
Okay.
What was the
But these are divided into 10-meter bursts. I'm giving you guys a little extra movement so we can make combat simple.
Okay.
I couldn't find defense on my updated character sheet either.
Oh, okay, I'll put it up here. So, Quitus has a defense of 1.
Defensive 1, but I also have my flak vest.
That's
It
for
gave
your
me
resilience.
really high.
Yeah. So your
Okay.
resilience is 7, but your defense is 1. So defense is like, can they hit you? And then resilience is how much damage are you going to take? So
7,
steel's
not much.
No.
Defensive 2, but I
Defensive
also
2.
have that shield. I have that
That's
shield
right.
thing.
Do you want to use it?
Right next to
I
Quintus.
do.
Heck yeah, you should use it.
I think it can only affect 1 person at a time, though, can it?
Yeah.
I just meant you'll be seeing Xenotech up close and personal.
Heresy. Although he
Harkins
is
is
hired
pushing.
scum, so that wouldn't be surprising.
Harkin is
So we
pushing
wouldn't be in this
buttons.
mess if somebody wasn't pointing guns in
Resist.
people's faces.
Got
Whatever.
something against
Murder.
Quidditch?
So yeah, it allows you to add +2 to your defense as a reaction. Your defense is 2, but I scored 5 hits, so even if you use it, it wouldn't really do anything.
Gee.
Of course. Okay, I won't waste it.
Okay, we can say narratively that in a really cool way you like threw it up, and then the heavy stub went dun 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 dun. Okay. So yeah, the
Stop some
heavy.
shifting.
That's true. I can shift, and that would stop me from shifting.
Yeah.
Do you want to use that?
Quidditch might get fucked.
What was that?
But
Oh, do you want to use the shield to stop me shifting a dice for extra damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna not shift one. The base damage for the heavy stubber is 10 +2.
ouch.
Yeah. So what's your resilience, Steel? Oh man, I'm wrong like shit. I used that ruin, it was a waste because it didn't do So yeah, I have 1 ruin left, I've wasted them all. My extra damage dice did nothing. So it's up to Steel,
Couldn't
man.
run my resilience. Oh, there it is.
Resilience
Never mind. Got it.
4.
It's under the survival heading.
Oh, you got 4, did you say?
4.
Okay, so as you take 6 wounds or 6 damage.
And I'm down.
Do you want to try
Shock.
and soak it as a shock?
Yes. Wait, what does that do?
Okay, so what you're going to do is, under your survival, you're going to look up determination, and you're going to roll that many dice.
Four.
Okay, and the number of successes you get is how many wounds you can convert to shock. Although you have a max of 4 for your shock.
Five, 4, 4, 1.
Okay,
Wait,
so
I can
you,
add a glory to that.
yeah, you can.
9, 4, 4, 1. So that's you can soak 3, right?
He can soak up to 4.
Gonna roll 1.
Yeah, 5, 4, 4, 1. 1 would be a failure, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so you can soak 3 or use a glory and roll another one.
I used the glory and I got a 6.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay, so you can soak up to 4 wounds. So that's all your shock gone, so you take 2 wounds still.
Nice.
So shock
Not
is
the-
basically... So shock is basically you gritting your teeth and pushing through it. As you're standing out in the open, the heavy stubber kicks in and it begins firing at you. I think maybe more appropriate. As it fires, Steel is like, "Oh, this is what the big boy version of my gun does," and begins to try and get out of the way as bullets tear by and through you. It's pretty brutal. So yeah, I throw it back to you guys.
should Quidditch do his usual?
Yeah, the only other thing. So they each get. I think the other two enemies can't deal that much damage. So do we take turns? Like you go, then we go, and then.
Yeah, but keep in mind, I
everyone can do
don't get to take a turn for either of those other gangers because they did a full defense against Quitus last turn.
Ah, okay.
So, the question is, should I rip and tear with the chainsword, run, and then use my flamer, or should I just run and use my flamer?
Murder.
Alright, so chainsword, then run, and
Then flamer. I think that's.
yeah. Perfect. I can do that. Willingly. Happily, even. Alright,
So
so
I think that
Quidditch
means
is
you
gonna...
take disadvantage on your, or you get
Yeah, I think it's-
more difficulty.
It's -2 for the chainsword, but
So you get to roll the same dice, but I get +2 defense.
okay.
The only reason I say that is because you might get to shift dice if we do it that way. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna rip and tear with my chainsword first. Always a good idea.
okay, do you want to get the 2 gangers or the one dude that's on his own?
No, the 2 gangers.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get them. Okay, so chainsword. Scroll down. Here we are. Weapon skill is 5, not charging, so it's just going to be 5 regular dice. So that is 4, 5, 6, 3, and 1. So that's a total of 4.
That is exactly what you need. My defense is 2. I get +2 for 4, so you hit.
Wait. So you prevented my shift. So damage is 7 plus 4 extra dice. Because chainswords are nasty. And I get to deal a gnarly amount of damage. Okay, so 1, 2. I'm going to use a wrath to reroll. Actually, that can be worth it. No, I don't think so. So it's going to be 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, I got resilience of 4, so I take 4 damage.
I think you lost all your shock already.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay,
Thanks for reminding me, Ryan, that my guys...
no problem. Just, try to be a nice guy about it.
okay, what did I get?
I'm actually gonna have to leave in a few minutes.
Okay, so I took 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the last ganger is like the mob leader, so they have a little extra HP, or wounds in this case, not that much. But you manage to hack through one of them quickly, and as you start cutting the other one, he's still going. He's not quite dead yet.
Alright, if I were to run away from him at this point, would it cause an attack of opportunity or something to that effect?
Technically, yeah, but no, because he has an auto pistol drawn, so he wouldn't get an attack of opportunity. Oh no, pistol counts in melee. Yeah, he would.
Could he flame both of the groups, the remaining groups, since he's...
I don't think so. I'm too
No.
far away.
Just because, I mean, there's only 2 of them. Like, 2 individuals, right?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. I mean, they're kind of fucked anyway, so yeah, if you choose to, by all means.
I'm worried about the heavy stubber, because if I'm standing in the open, that sucker's going to deal a shitload of damage.
But it can only do once per round, right? And it's already moved
Yeah,
this round.
That's
So
right.
me and Havelock can still take pot shots at it this turn, I believe.
Havelock's taken his turn.
Oh. Eek. Yeah.
Keep in mind, Chris, you do have blue
guys
as
left
well.
on the, oh yeah, blue can mess up the last 2.
Yeah, that's true.
How many guys are there left on the heavy stubber?
For what you guys can see, it looks like there's 6 people left.
Right, that definitely deserves a flamer to the face.
I didn't take my turn.
Oh, didn't you? I thought you. Yeah, you'd.
He
Moved into
stabilized.
the
Yeah,
temple.
you stabilized yourself and then got in the church, the temple.
Oh, I thought that was the last turn. Okay.
No.
I thought you said we reset from the top. Oh,
No,
okay.
so last turn you crawled along and then shot, and then this turn you stabilized yourself and got in the templum.
Okay, my bad.
We just have Steel and Harkin to shoot this time around.
Yes.
We have Blue.
And I might run out with you guys so that I can use my get down, sir, with my
Great.
hefty 8 resilience.
Can I
Sounds
go
good.
over-
Well, I've got 7 resilience myself, so I'm gonna
I'm
run
worried
up
about
to.
Steel.
I'm gonna run up to the heavy stubber and just light him up.
Nice.
Okay. You're able to do that because you've already charged in like a mad dog, and now you're up on them. So I'm going to attempt to save myself and do a full round defense again.
All right.
4 successes, so that added to my resilience. Resilience of 4, so that's 8.
8 resilience.
Yep.
Early. Alrighty. Let's see if I can. And your defense isn't that high though, so I might be able to shift and.
We
have some
don't
fun.
roll to hit with
Okay.
the flamer, it's just an auto hit. So it's just
Right,
damage.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 7 plus 1.
So
one
you could
extra damage dice.
technically roll a 6 and do 1 damage.
Yep. Then I can use a glory to add damage. Is that wrath?
Yeah, that's a bloody good question, isn't it? Let's look it up.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to go now.
Yeah, no problem, Steel. We won't kill you out of spite.
Yeah.
Later, man.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for coming.
Later.
Well, it's fun playing with
See
you.
ya.
Even if you are a hive
Session
scum.
is make sure Quintus doesn't do anything to me while I'm gone.
No
Yeah,
promises.
you can use a glory to add 1 damage to your attack. Yeah.
Alright.
Or add 1 extra damage dice, so you've got the option there to automatically add 1 or to risk rolling a 6.
You know, I don't think there's anything to lose from taking the chance because I've already stopped them from moving next time they move or doing anything next time they move. Right. Yeah, so I'm going to roll 2 dice for damage. 3 and 5.
Okay, so extra 1, 7, 8. So you don't do any damage to them.
That's okay. I stopped them from moving.
Yeah. Excellent. Describe that to us, Chris.
Right. Yeah. He runs up, or he chops the one guy shoulder to hip, and runs away up to the base of the building and just points upwards and kind of just screams incoherently and flips on his hand flamer and just lights him up as much as possible. I imagine they all just scramble out of the way as this crazy fucker runs up to them with a mini flamer.
Everyone else can just see flames shooting up the window and bursting out, and a bunch of gang is just running for cover inside the window. Okay, excellent. So I can't do anything else this turn, so it's all on you guys. It's
Right.
Blue and Harkin.
Are we killing well, I guess we should kill everyone. There'll be enough people to talk
Except the
about.
leader.
think we should leave the leader, the guy who is threatening? Okay.
So I had a quick question.
Yeah.
So Avlok and Blue take separate turns.
That's correct.
Oh, because the whole time I thought I had to pick either or.
Oh, no, not all. So yeah, feel free to take Blue's turn at any time.
Strong, independent doggo.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. If you want to go, Arkin, go ahead.
Sure. One of us could do some non-lethal damage, either Blue or me. I could try shooting him with an aimed shot to just disable him and keep him from running away. Or you could bite him. Do you have a preference?
Nah, I don't really care. Whichever.
All right. I'll see if I can shoot him in the leg from the temple. Then.
I think there's 2 guys left. There's the one that I didn't manage to carve
the
up
one-
like a rope ham. And then
I'm gonna try to shoot the leader in the foot. Yeah, the leader in the leg or whatever. Is that possible? Oh, glorious dungeon master.
Of course.
All right, awesome. Then let's see. I'll do aimed again, so I'll think I've got 11. Yeah, let's do that first.
Our damage is severely reduced now that we have 2 of the 5 missing.
You can do an aimed shot, or you can also do a disarming shot as well.
This is hard to read. So what was that about disarming shot?
There's a disarming shot as well. It says the target makes a strength test at half. If it equals half the damage from your ranged attack test, they succeed. If they fail, they drop their weapon.
So the leader is like on the ground, and he can crawl like I could, right?
Yeah, basically,
Oh,
he's
okay.
pretty much. He's got like 2 wounds left.
So could I give him non-lethal damage to knock him out, like just leave him out bleeding for a little bit?
Yeah, sure. If you can successfully hit him, then absolutely.
Okay.
I'll give him +1 to his defense as you're sort of doing an aimed shot.
I got a lot. Let's see. 4, 3, 5. That's 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another 2. 4,
Yeah.
4, 2, 6. So that's 6 plus another 2 is 8.
Oh crap!
To hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So yeah, you can hit him, and as you shoot at him and get a precise shot with your las gun, Harkin, doing a deathcore proud, you hear him scream as he drops his auto pistol onto the floor, grabs at his arm, and he's sort of curled up in a ball, like on the ground.
Good.
So in that, he had to have someone else shoot him in the foot.
Just take pot shots at this one guy, picking his limbs off one by one.
Truly no better sacrifice for the Emperor.
All right. So then now it's blue.
Yeah. So we got one more guy that Quintus didn't manage to burn all the way up, right?
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. And then how many more do we have in the building?
6.
Yeah, Queer saw 6 before they dived for cover from the righteous flames.
Burn in holy fire.
All right. I guess I'll go after the guy that's still alive. or blue will go after the guy that's still half burnt.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll to hit.
Alright, let's see.
Sure the salamanders haven't rolled through.
Salamanders,
Alright.
what could you use in fire?
Exactly. For the other two, Crimso and what's your nuts? Can't
Alexa,
remember.
roll 6d6.
I rolled 6 dice and got 4, 2, 5, 3, 1, and 3 for a total of 18.
4, 2, 5, 3, 1, 3.
Yeah, that
Two
hits.
successes.
Alright, so damage is 6. And the extra damage dice is 4.
If you get 1 additional damage, he's dead. So all you need is 1 success.
Alright. Alexa, roll 6d6.
I rolled 6 dice and got 4, 4, 6, 1, 6, and 2 for a total of 23.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. So, Havelock, how does Blue tear this guy apart?
So he kind of comes from his flank, since the guy is still looking, like is still paying attention to what's going on in the middle of the square, like where Quintus is, and he just takes him out. He just pretty much like dives at him and just like bites his arm and pretty much rips his shoulder apart, and the guy lays down and pretty much bleeds out.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's donezo. Steel, will say, is just decided to turn and begin charging back to the Templum like that. That was painful, getting shot by that heavy stubber. I'm out of here. Remember that Steel is Hive scum, so no loyalty. As we come to the end of the turn, there's flames littered around the window on the building. On the base of the building, it's no windows on it, and this thick steel door at the front, and a large Vox comm on the front of the building. And as we come to the end of the turn, a voice through the comm calls out Quintus, and it says,
Stop this. Stop the fighting.
You started it.
Who did it sound like?
you wouldn't recognize the voice.
I don't know. I feel like Quintus is in the middle of righteous fervor. What do you two think? What action would you like Quintus to take? Because he did have a lot of fun just carving a bloodbath through those 7 nerds.
Could burn more heretics, and we could storm the place and pump them for info.
Yeah, that would be.
So if we listen to, or if Quintus listens to the commands, maybe he will get some information.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe.
I think just play the character. What would Quidus do in this case?
Burn them all.
I mean, I guess there's a chance it could be like a trap.
Yeah.
And then they could start shooting with that gun again, but then I guess, they could do that already, so
Could be
maybe,
a stalling tactic.
yeah, maybe they're reloading.
And we have had a common theme throughout this adventure with our decision making.
Yeah, pretty much just going straight forward.
maybe we should take a tactful route this time, since we've already carved through a significant number of gangers.
Yeah. Maybe
They're
if they
in a
want to talk.
position to parlay.
Yeah,
We
try
should-
parlaying. Ask them.
Yeah.
You could still do it all brutishly. Like, give us a reason not to burn you.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Quintus is gonna keep his flamer pointed at the heavy stubber and return with words.
And what's to stop me from lighting you all up? What reason do you have?
Roll me an intimidation test there, Queers.
Intimidation. Alright.
And
hope my
add
intimidation is
an extra
amazing.
dice for your rank, because you sort of an advantage here, the fact you just burn the shit out of the heavy stubber.
Alright, so my intimidation is 3, and I get an extra die, because you gave me 1. Sweet deal. So total of 4. Oh shit, that's not looking good. 1 success and a critical fail.
Okay, without sort of wavering, the voice through the intercom, or sorry, the voxcom says, it says, once Jim fixes his audio, my god, there's so many on here.
I'll just use your regular voice.
If you are this good at fighting, then we want you on our side.
Couldn't understand a word of that.
I think it
Steady.
needs subtitles.
He wanted.
Excellent. Okay, so in real voice, he said, because we want people like you that can fight this well on our side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess my critical fail is the fact that he couldn't understand what the hell was being said.
So Queer says
I
no
don't have to
idea,
roleplay
but
that. I couldn't understand what you were saying.
What? What was that? I didn't understand a word of that.
so he'll repeat it for you, Queers. Actually, can I? Oh. Could I make a suggestion for the critical fail?
Sure.
Okay. If you guys will allow it, because technically it's a combat action and not narrative, the window with the stubber will get like dropped back into the window and they'll slam the window closed. With the time bought by Queers debating with the intercom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Seems reasonable.
That changes the situation without that, without us staring down the muzzle of that big cannon.
I think Jim realizes how ineffective it is.
Do you mean the gangers or
that
the
sounds good to me.
GM?
Yeah. Alright, yeah, but for real though, I couldn't understand what, with that
Yeah, no
voice, I couldn't
problem.
understand what you were saying.
No problem. I can
Alright.
try another one. later.
So yeah, Quintus will just, I guess, continue conversing back and forth. He'll still keep his flamer pointed at the window, even though it's closed. So he's gonna keep looking around for other open windows and avenues of attack that he can assault if necessary.
Okay, prepared and watching Havelock and Harkin as you stand in the Templum. You see Quitter standing there shouting at the building, and And then you see the stubber, like they don't even disassemble it, they just knock it off the windowsill back into the building, slam the window shut. And as this happens, the priest Faban stumbles out from behind a pew and asks, "What the fuck is going on?"
So Avlok would, kind of tell him, what's been going on quickly, and kind of shoo him back towards, like the altar in the back of the church or something like that. Tell him to get down and stay out of sight.
As he stumbles away over a pew, spilling some of his wine, you hear him muttering to himself, "Over a fucking dog."
Speaking of which, Havelock, did you happen to notice if she had any, if she was packing any serious weaponry in there? We've already breached the negotiating stage. We could hit her up for some more stuff.
Oh yeah, right. That'd be cool. But I think I don't think any of us are allowed in there anymore. Like, we're not allowed into that shop.
I think what Harkin is saying that you can go wherever you want now because you just murdered.
We killed everyone.
Well, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, since that was the guy who was protecting the store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could go in there and then anyone need any weapons?
Quidus is going to keep talking with whoever is using the Vox communicator. Or Vox projector.
The person on the Vox will say to you, Quidus, "Why don't you come inside and have a conversation?"
That's what you told us to do earlier. Look what happened.
That was one of my dogs. I am in charge here.
And what, pray tell, is your name?
Devil.
Hey!
If you'll allow me to bring my companions, perhaps we can arrange for a discussion.
Oh, but of course I wouldn't expect you to come into a trap alone.
Wow.
Freudian slip?
We shall rendezvous in 4 hours here.
Oh, I don't think we have 4 hours if you would allow me to explain, my friend.
Well, perhaps you can explain why we can't take 4 hours here.
Take a look around the square, friend. And tell me
Yes.
how many forces do you see?
How many forces?
Enforcers.
Enforcers. Well, none.
At least not at the moment.
Yeah, I see where he's coming from. Let's see.
I would say neutral ground, but then I get where he's coming from as far as like the enforcers might be coming at any moment.
Right.
So maybe can we see if he'll come out and meet in the church? That's neutral.
That's a good question.
Yeah, the temple might be nice, but also there will be enforcers coming soon because, well, we kind of destroyed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might actually be a good idea to go. My concern is Avalok with the damage that you sustained, that you'd be an easy target to take out almost immediately.
Right.
Stay by
That's
my
if
side.
if I go if we're in the temple or if I go into that building. Like that's either way.
That's true. Is there any chance we can like quickly scavenge for stims?
Stims.
They
Is that
wouldn't
like
have stims. I mean, they'd have like maybe a bit of obscure on them, but nothing like that.
Okay.
Um,
Nothing that would allow immediate healing.
does this count as like the combat part is over, right? So we all have recovered our shock and everything, right?
No, you have to take a rest to recover your shock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, since time's a factor, I think I'm in favor of just going in and dealing with them. We've already proven that they're not like I'm sure they could have another 20 gangers in there, but we kind of cleaned house.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
we did.
With as long as we can bring Blue with us, I think we're gonna be in good shape.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have two more with us. They've
Right.
gone into
They're
hammer
drinking
space
in
or
the
some shit.
they're drinking in the temple.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, then yeah. Let's see what they have to say.
Yeah.
Right.
I suppose you make a good point. Allow me to gather my companions. Where do we need to meet you?
I'll open the door for you.
Excellent. Be back in a minute.
Quidus is gonna walk over to the other two. Can I perform, or can we perform Medicae again on Avalok? Real quick?
It would take 15 to 20 minutes to do that in game.
Okay, not enough time. Okay, well then let's head over. Quidus is gonna relay the details of the conversation, who it was, all that fun stuff. The fact that he said it was a trap. Also, we had the backing of the
Trap for
Emperor
whom?
and my flamer and my chainsword.
For the Emperor.
For the Emperor.
Let us deal with these heathens. Heretics, if you will.
Harkin would like to drag the as we're walking across the square, drag the ganger that was huddled up in a ball along with us.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No witnesses.
Yeah.
Bring everyone inside.
Can we do a very, very quick cursory scavenge of the bodies?
Yeah, absolutely. You'd be able to recover. Let me just roll on it. Six auto pistols are still usable that you can recover.
Ooh, that'd be nice
Sweet.
to have.
So everyone in the group has an auto pistol now.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good point. We could take a couple to trade too. Do we have a
Group
what would the
inventory.
word be? Yeah. I was trying to think of a Warhammer, a bag of holding.
That wouldn't be quite. I guess it would be a stasis bag.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got
Yeah.
room on my
so-
belt. I only have the one weapon, so I can keep a couple. So I can go double-fisted with my pistols if I want to.
yeah.
Is
That's your melee weapon. It's just a pistol.
Yeah.
Is it possible to attach ranged weapons to blue?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have. Can I put a pistol on my pistol? Underbarrel pistol attachment.
That'd be awesome.
The orcs would
I take
probably
it
make
that's
it
a
work.
no.
The orcs would, yeah. They just tape them together and they
Yeah.
become a Gatling gun.
And don't give the orcs duct tape. They'll ruin everything.
Then I'll put 2 pistols on my character sheet. I don't know.
I'll just take one.
Yeah, I'll take one.
All right, so we got 2 left. One for each of the other 2.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's go. Quidus is gonna actually. Does anyone else want to lead, or is Quidus gonna go first?
I'll take up the back with
Alright.
with blue. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, cool. That's our marching order.
Okay. The Templum doors close. Steel, and Alaric seal them to keep themselves and the priests safe, making sure you have somewhere to fall back to if need be. Hearken as you grab the ganger on the floor, begin to drag him, bleeding and groaning. He's saying up to you like, "You don't know what you're doing."
What am I doing? Tell me.
You can't take devil away from here.
Interesting. I keep dragging him.
Okay. He's muttering, and as you reach the door, Quittus, you hear a sound like a lock go behind it, signaling that it's open.
Alright, I'm gonna push it open and stride in as if I own the place, because really, I do.
Okay.
Not the Inquisition.
There are 6 gangers in here, all standing back. One of them looks like they've freshly lost their eyebrows to a good old burning. It's a bar in here. It looks more like a drug den than a bar. It looks like there's lots of obscura use in here. It smells. It's quite bad. And as you stride in, Quittus, one of the gangers looks at you with disdain and says to you, "The boss is upstairs."
Good. We shall go and treat with them, see what they have to say. Suppose you will be riding up our ass as we go.
He wants to speak to you alone.
Me alone. He said that I could bring my allies, and if he changes that, then this is no-go.
You can take them, but you gotta leave the other ganger.
What if he's my new companion?
Are you his new companion, Johnny?
Time to play a marionette puppet. I think you have to answer your own question there, Jim.
He's in pretty bad shape and worried what Harkin's going to do to him. He doesn't actually respond. He just groans on the floor.
I'll drop him. We're not gonna drag him up the stairs. I just wanted him out of the middle of the town for when the enforcers arrived.
Small mercies, I suppose, are allowable. Alright, come friends, let us go.
Alright, yeah, we head upstairs.
As you walk up the stairs, it becomes clear that the boss's room is the cleanest looking door. All the other doors have graffiti on them or they're busted or anything, but there's one door that looks particularly clean and seems to be the only reasonable place to go unless you want to check any of the other rooms.
Some judicious use of hand flamer would clean this place up.
Yeah.
Right, well, I suppose we clean up. Let's go into the clean one.
Okay. As you walk into the room, the whole thing's organised and clean. Compared to the rest of the building, it's almost like you're walking into another place entirely. Everything's put away neatly, and it's very militant. There's not a lot of things in here. The man sitting behind the desk looks older, although in the world of 40k you can never truly tell how old someone is. He's covered in scars and bad tattoos, and he's just casually sitting behind his desk. Everyone make me an awareness test.
I recall mine's only 3. Yep. Uh, 5, 5, 3.
Critical success for me. I got 3 total.
Nice.
Oh,
Excellent. So you get glory?
6.
Yeah.
Another one.
Excellent.
Who needs more glory? We do.
Alexa, roll 6d6.
Jesus.
I rolled 6 dice and got 3, 3, 5, 3, 1, and 4 for a total of 19.
3, 3,
He's around
5,
3
3,
roll.
1, 4.
Excellent. 2 successes. How many successes did you get, Quitters?
2.
Okay. So, Harkin, do you have something narratively cool that you want to happen, or do you want additional information?
Let's see.
Notice how many boogers he's got?
Did you say how many boogers he's got?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take some additional information.
Okay. Harkin, you can tell from his bad tattoos that are covered in scars that most of them aren't actually ganger tattoos. You'd recognize them from a regiment of the Imperial Guard because of your Astra Militarum keyword. The jungle fighters of Catachan, instead of having fancy medals and stuff like that, they tattoo their accomplishments on them. And he has several on him. You can recognize a couple of them that would be common knowledge to Astra Militarum. One of them is the, quote unquote, first blood tattoo, where they're required to go out and kill a wild beast with nothing but a knife. And another tattoo he has is a particularly proud one of the Catachan jungle fighters, which is to kill a superior officer. So you would recognise those tattoos on him. To everyone, because you all got reasonable success.
Pretty fucking metal.
The only thing that you'd really recognise is, or be alert to from your awareness, is that his hands are down in his lap behind the desk and you can't see them. And as you're all sort of trained in combat by this point, that would certainly make you uneasy.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
And there's no one else in the room, so he doesn't have any guards or anything. It's just him.
Nope, just him.
He's gonna have a nasty fucking pistol.
Yeah. Let's see. I had a thought. I still got the dog tag from one of the humans we found that seemed to be helping the gene stealers. Could ask him about that.
Throw him on the desk. Ask him.
Toss it to him. I can just pull it out of my pack and toss it to him. Hey, brother. What do you know about this? We found it on some
The
scum
gene
last night.
stealer mutant.
Yeah.
Have you guys closed the door to the office?
Presumably.
Oh, no. I guess
We
I would
hadn't
be
done it
standing by the
consciously.
door. Yeah.
Okay, if you haven't closed the door to the office yet, he'd ask you to please close the door.
All right. So Avlok will turn around and close the door after Blue comes in.
He'll lift one of his hands from behind the desk, pick up the dog tag and look at it, and say, "It belongs to an orc hunter. They were used in the Great War here to hunt orcs, and some of them still remain."
What are they doing hunting civilians in the middle of the night?
Because once you're too injured physically or mentally in the Astra Militarum, You're thrown away like fucking garbage.
He's got a damn good point. Why here though?
But it's just got some mean things to say.
Why capture all these innocents? We saw thousands of candles in there. What are they doing? What are they preparing for?
I can give you answers to things, but who are you?
We're betters.
Would this guy count because of his I guess he's kind of gone off the beaten path. I was wondering if he would count for your special ability to have clout with people loyal to the Emperor.
Oh yeah.
Given the words that he just uttered, I don't think he's going to be terribly
Right.
loyal to the Emperor, but I would hazard to say that he probably has the Imperium tag. So
Yes.
mechanically, yes. Thematically, no. And if you want me to, he would be more than happy to do so, but it would make sense either way if he didn't.
Yeah.
You can basically just gesture at Quittus and he'll know what you mean.
Tough one. Yeah, I'll gesture at Quittus.
Alright. Quittus is gonna flash his inquisitorial seal.
Okay, he'll nod his head and a wry smile curls up on one side of his mouth, and he says, "So that Vorgan Mort's got my message to you."
That's the guy who is dead, right?
Yeah.
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 And
Didn't
Avlok
actually
will
get a
ask
message to
what he
us.
knows about his murder.
He'll respond, Havelock, and he'll shake his head. "Unfortunately, I did not, but at least he made it.
Made it to where?
To the Inquisition."
They were trying to get the Inquisition's attention.
We know that he is dead, but beyond that, something about Dayglow.
Dagon, some bullshit name I made up to give you to get you here. That's not the real name of the person. I wouldn't give that up without something in my pocket.
Dayglow abortions.
Name of a band.
He wants a little something. How much? Let's see.
I don't think Havelock is going to have much wealth after buying blue.
No, Havelock broke.
I don't think I have any.
So we could do this two ways. He's pretty steel-eyed. Like, I don't know if intimidation will be the right path with this guy.
Probably
But
not.
I've got some good bonuses for that. Let me pull that up really quick.
Oh, maybe promising safety within safety by the Inquisition for providing information or something like that.
So I've got 4 for intimidation, but then
But with those tattoos, I don't know. Like
he won't be scared.
You just said fuck the Emperor earlier
yeah.
to us.
What is it you want, Devil?
I'm a prisoner here in this bar. I made a deal years ago with the leader of the Gene Stealer cult before I knew what they were. I made the deal that I controlled its town and they can borrow a few people. You see, they were a member of the Adeptus Mechanicus. When those freaks go around and cause trouble and the Inquisition wants to take care of them, sometimes they get sent to some backwater shithole like here. But when the factory closed down here, the AdMech freak stayed and started asking me for people. And then a few months ago, once thousands and thousands had gone missing, one of our locals, Wilhelm, runs the hostel, managed to kill one of the snatchers. And when we realised it was a Gene Stealer cult, well, it was too little too late. And the AdMech had been giving me top-grade Black Lotus Obscura in exchange for locals. And as you can see, it got out of hand quite quickly.
It would seem our brothers in the Adeptus Mechanicus have strayed from the Emperor's light. We must bring them back to it.
This is the guy whose name we found in the pad.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Truly a pity about Wilhelm. Anyways.
And what was the lady's name? It was Wilhelm and
Tilda.
I forgot. Yeah, there you go, Tilda.
Asterisk.
Great.
Do you have information on the whereabouts of these AdMech?
Of course I do. And that's what I
And I
want to
assume there's a
exchange.
cost. Yes, of course. Shall repeat the earlier question. What do you want?
So, by this point, I realised that the Gene Stealer cult has taken over everything here, including the Enforcers. And I wanted to leave and escape. But my gang realised that if I were to leave, that they would get taken as well. So, with you here, killing most of them and scaring the fucking shit out of them, you can walk me straight out of this bar, up to the transit railhead, get me onto the train. Before it takes off, I'll tell you exactly where the AdMech freak is hiding.
And what do we get? Because, he's telling us what he wants, right? But what do we get in return?
Information.
Oh,
He's
about
gonna
where
tell
the
us.
AdMech are.
Yeah, where the evil baddies are.
Yep.
Right, but that's his problem.
It's also our mission, but I see your point.
Gene Stealer's a heresy. Quidditch is gonna go and whack him.
Yeah, because I thought that we also had to lead back to the guy's sister
Yeah,
from the guy who was sleeping in the temple.
that we do.
Maybe we should tack on a condition that she must go with him.
Aw,
Yeah, well,
that's
that
sweet.
could save her, maybe. But I mean, we don't really know who this guy is. We could be sending her into a worse situation. I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to get much more worse than a hive city, undercity.
Maybe. Well, I guess we could walk him out.
Seems a
sure.
reasonable cost.
We're gonna
If
have
you're
to
gonna
fight.
if you're gonna be leaving your gang here, for dead, essentially, surely you may have some supplies or any sort of tech that may help us in our glorious quest.
There we go.
For the Emperor.
He holds up his other hand from under the desk, and he's got a small cylindrical device in it. He seems to be gripping it reasonably tightly. And then he looks at Harkin and says, there are 15 crack grenades beneath the floor. If you shoot me and I drop this, they'll all go off. I'll deactivate it before we leave, and you can pop the floorboards and take some of them.
I like the sound of that.
Yep, so do I.
Explosion for the Emperor. Sounds glorious.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable.
This has been a very lucrative day.
Yeah.
But this is getting towards the end of Act 1, and Act 2 I'm going to try and bump it up, so...
Fair enough.
Alright, it seems a decent deal so far.
So Havelock will ask him, or actually he'll confer with the group. Do you guys think that if we help him, the cult is going to come after us since we got him out?
I think they're
The
already
cult will
gonna
come
come
to us
after us.
anyways.
Yeah.
Yes,
The only
precisely.
people who are really getting screwed here are the other gangers, and they might attack us as we're trying to leave.
Right. Okay.
There's not exactly much of them left anymore.
No.
Yeah, there's only like 6 of them down there, so that's nothing.
We took care of that problem.
Alright, well, I say let's, I guess, get some of these grenades and take them out and see where this
What
path
about
leads.
asking him to
Take what's his nuts sister with him.
Yeah. She might have. I don't know.
Yeah, because she might, I mean, we haven't
I
talked
wonder
to her
if she
yet.
has additional information. Is the only question.
Right.
Plus, he might not want to wait. He might not really
That's
be in
true.
the mood for
Patience.
patience. You know.
Okay, well, I think, maybe we can go talk to her immediately after this conversation.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess we're escorting this guy out.
It seems you would have a deal. Are we leaving immediately?
Yes.
Then let us get this task done before your gangers are too angry. Well, the ones that are left.
Although you're helping him, there's a slight bit of contempt in his face when you say that, Quiz.
What do you mean by contempt?
He's not a fan of that statement.
What, the fact that we killed a bunch of them?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird since those are the people who are keeping him in there.
They're still his gang.
Well, maybe you should have hired better people.
I'm not sure the hiring process is that great for narco gangers.
Oh, maybe he should be a little bit more stringent about it. You know? He's the employer. There are employee rights.
This is technically a retired union bar from when the manufactorums were here, so...
Where we go?
He'll
He
lift
has
up.
responsibilities.
He'll lift the hand with the cylindrical item, and he'll click a button on the bottom of it and place it on the desk. You can see that he waits a second to see if it blows up. And then he continues with what he's doing. He opens a drawer and he gets a very large knife that he attaches to himself. He puts an auto pistol in his holster.
That's
and
not a knife. This is a knife.
and then
Right?
he ties a red bandana around his head and begins to pop up some of the floorboards and remove some of the crack grenades. He doesn't have time to get all of them, but you guys get 8 between you.
Ooh,
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
we jingle jangling with all this stuff on our belts.
Right?
Who might be the good idea? I think 2 at least for Quitus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
How
like to
about,
take 2.
Yeah. How about 2 for each of us, and then 1 for each of the absentees?
Yep. I
Sounds good
mean,
to
we
me.
do have a, like you were asking earlier, we have a sort of like a group inventory or something.
Yeah, we can also come back.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Actually, if we help him pop up the boards, can we recover more grenades faster?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So yeah, Quitus is gonna help him pop up the boards, even though he's gonna look at him with contempt.
You guys get 14 crack grenades if everyone helps.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Yep. Will help.
Excellent.
Right. And we'll escort our informant here, Mr. Devil, who's not very charming, to the tram station.
First, we got to get out the front door.
All right, yeah. Quitus is going to lead the procession.
Yep.
Tell me how you approach going downstairs, like your approach to it.
He's going to have his hand
Bear with me.
openly
We
on.
could throw a grenade down there.
Hopefully, it doesn't blow out the supports and the whole building comes down.
I think what we can do is, because there's only 6, 7 at most with the injured guy, Quitus is just gonna lead the way with his hand openly on his flamer. Not out of the holster, but it's definitely on the handle.
What kind of grenades are crack grenades? Are they like
Like frags.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering.
So they're
Alright.
slightly
Yeah.
less of a radius than a frag. It's a lot more concentrated. Let me pull up
Okay.
the stats here so I can give you a better idea.
I hope you know what the stats are. Are you gonna be surprised by power?
Or like a high explosive.
No, I'd looked through this already.
Alright. No unfortunate surprises with hand flamers and chainsword shenanigans.
Yeah, so crack grenade is more concentrated than a frag grenade, like a standard frag grenade. It does 14 damage plus 5 extra damage, and it has armor piercing.
Brutal.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
That'll
what's the
come-
radius on it?
Small.
What was that? 12?
We just got our boss killer weapons.
Yes, we did. Boom, baby.
15. That's so much.
14 of them.
14
No,
plus
I
extra
meant
dice.
15 damage, right?
Oh, it's 14 damage plus 5 extra damage dice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
All right.
Oh, I don't know. I vote for just well, I mean it seems like
Oh,
the rest of the gang will know if he's coming downstairs that he's gonna try to leave, so they'll probably attack.
what
But- It's only 6 of them though, so
yeah. What just really quick for anyone who knows, what are the stats on the auto pistol? Is there any point in equipping 2 auto pistols as opposed to a single las gun?
Basically, an auto pistol has the same stats, but a shorter range. However, you can use it in close combat.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll instead of my las gun, I'll be going down with 2 auto pistols if that's feasible.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
double fisting.
Okay, so everyone's got ammo. I'm probably just going to run the grenades like ammo that you can all have, you know, up to 5 on you. So between the 3 of you, you can have 5 each then.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Because there's no encumbrance in this game, so technically you could carry an armory if you wanted to, but we'll just have to do
Technically, I could carry an Imperial Knight.
yeah. But we'll just do like a reasonable assumption on what someone would carry. Okay, so who's heading down first?
I think Quidus is.
And Harkham will go right after.
All right, and I'll we'll stay in the same formation pretty much, and I'll just go after Harkin, and then we'll follow.
Okay. Everyone make me an intimidation test, please.
And I have a skill of 3, and I get +1 for the perk or the talent I have.
Yeah.
That is my messed up face.
Do we get any advantage or any extra dice for being, hands-on weapons and also having destroyed like 3/4 of their stuff?
I'm letting you guys make a group test as your sort of bonus rather than an individual, so I'm going to combine all 3 of your results.
Sounds good to me.
Alexa, roll 3d6. Alexa, roll 3d6.
I rolled 3 dice and got 4. 4 and 2 for a total of 10.
I got 3 total.
Okay, so
I
that's
have
5.
2 successes.
All right.
Okay,
I got
excellent. So there's 7 gangers down there, including the one that was injured on the floor. You rolled a number of successes equal to the number of gangers there. So tensions are high. They're all staring at you as you come down the stairs in your most intimidating manner. They all have their hands on their weapons. Everyone in the room is aware of exactly what's going on right now, especially as Devil comes down the stairs behind you. As you stand at the bottom of the stairs, it was a draw on that intimidation, so the next move that you make will determine what happens.
Would you like to join us?
You make me a persuasion test there.
Persuasion.
See how this goes.
Seem like a persuasive kind of character.
The only kind of persuading he does with a weapon.
Actually, no one has a high persuasion.
No.
Yeah, I only got 2.
My persuasion. What the heck is that? Mine's 2.
No, I've got 2.
Well,
You want to use a glory?
sure. I'll roll 3 dice for persuasion to, convince them to come with us, I guess.
And you could always take a corruption point.
Yeah, of course.
Excuse me. That's heresy. Ain't happening. Alright, Jesus, that's 3 6s.
Nice.
Oh, God. So, my plan here mechanically was to have each of you try something and then combine them, and then you can decide. But that was a pretty shit hot roll, Quitters.
Yeah.
You see them looking at each other, like, maybe we could. As you got 6 on your rat die, is there anything cool you'd like to happen, Quitters?
No, I basically just want them to join us and not murder Devil.
Okay. Do you want me to give you an option.
Sure, unless the other two can think of something.
Nah.
No, we're good.
All right. What's your suggestion?
You could make another persuasion test to convince them to join you to take on the Gene Stealer cult.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, that is happening. Alright, so I'm going to roll with glory. So 3 dice again.
Okay.
I'm just going to reverse. Oh, 6 on the wrath die, 5 on one, and 1 on the other.
So that's
So,
got to be a
3
success. Yeah, especially a critical success. So, Queers, what do you say to them that convinces them to join you on your newfound quest?
You want to take out the losers that have destroyed your families and taken your drugs.
They all
If you're
look at each other.
successful, there will be drugs beyond compare.
They're all looking at each other, nodding, like, "Yeah, we want to kill those guys." And they look back to Queers and they say, "Yeah, we'll join you. We'll help." And the one on the floor bleeding is like, "Don't help them." One of them kicks him and is like, "Shut the fuck up." So 6 of the gangers join you. The bleeding guy is just left on the floor. They're not interested in him now. Not much loyalty, but they definitely want revenge. That's for sure.
Alright, well, you think we should try and patch him up?
Oh, he's not gonna join us. We fucked him up too much.
Yeah,
Alright,
Harkins
cool.
shot him in
Sounds
the
good.
foot after he was down.
We can leave him.
We'll find glory after this quest, and during it, too.
Alright, yeah, I guess we'll escort Devil across the square to the tram.
Okay. Coming out of the Union Bar, square is empty. It's dead. No enforcers, no dregs, no gangers, no one. And as you walk out, you see the gangers looking around. The gangers will give you, I'll say, a bonus to sort of survival tests. Basically, the Hive Explorer skill that Steel has when Steel's not here. But yeah, they look around and they seem to be keeping an eye. As you get out though and you guys start looking around, Devil seems to pick up his pace and he says, "There's no time to lose."
Okay.
What's the rush?
"I need to get out of here before they realise I'm gone."
Fair enough.
Quintus will increase his pace a little bit.
Yep. Harkin's keeping an eye out, overwatching, but oh yeah, I'll put my pistols away and pull out my las gun now that we're outside.
Range.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just in case.
Havelock and Blue are going to once again take up the rear, keeping watch, to the sides and behind us, making sure nobody is trying to sneak up.
As you reach the transit station, you can see on the busted up data feed that the train will be in a couple of minutes. Devil's looking around. He looks nervous for a big old scarred up Catachan jungle fire. He looks pretty nervous, and he looks at you and he says, "The almshouse here, where they give out the food, the supply to the local population in exchange for the food tokens, the coins. That's where the manufactorum's underneath, where the admech is hiding. If you go there, you can get inside his little factory of shit.
Quidditch just nods.
Your information and compliance is helpful. For the Emperor.
He does
Do you
not
have anything
reciprocate.
else? He does not reciprocate. Does let's see.
Quidditch. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask him. Do you have any other tips? Anything you know about their behaviors that might be helpful for us in trying to take them down?
Or their arms, weapons
Yeah.
themselves.
Right.
How their operation works.
They take the people down into underneath the almshouse, and I don't know what they do with them in there. It's a big steel door behind the kitchen. It used to be the almshouse was where people would be educated, and the local factories would be fed in the name of the lord that looked over this stab. And instead, it turned into some house of horrors for that Atmec freak.
Who's their leader?
That's just what I was gonna ask.
He is the leader. I never knew his name. I just called him Dagon to Vorgan to get you here. But he's some kind of tech priest. Lives underneath there. He's got other servitors and things he's created underneath.
So we'll be in for a fun ride once we assault the place.
If your idea of fun is having your arms pulled off by servitors, then yeah, sure, fun.
I think it's going to be the other way around, my friend.
Can you make me a persuasion check, Harkin?
Arkin.
As you were,
Okay.
yeah, as you were asking questions before.
Okay, sure.
I want to see if he likes you because you're Astra Militarum. It's going to be a difficulty of 3.
Okay, and I've got 2 dice to roll, so this will be interesting. Can I use a glory? Perfect.
Yeah, of course.
I have like 6 of those left.
4 now.
4.
And
Yeah.
we're going through them. And I'll take 1 corruption.
Sure.
Too bad you can't see my face right now.
Okay, Google. Roll 4d6.
Glaring in disapproval.
I'm gonna use my wrath die.
Okay.
Okay, Google. Roll 2d6. Boo! I got a 2. Sorry. You don't like me.
Okay. You don't get additional information.
Okay.
You guys can hear the train rolling in now, so if there's any last questions you have for Devil.
Praise be, and may you find glory in the Emperor's light.
I'd rather go back to the death world of Katachan and get my head eaten by some fucking awful creature to say a good word about that piece of shit ever again. Inquisition.
You can see Quidditch is just trembling in suppressed rage and is actively not, pulling out his flamer and burning him to a crisp immediately.
How does
Does have some honor.
how does Havelock and Harkin feel about this guy just talking shit about the Emperor?
You're the fucking representative with the Inquisitorial seal. Like, what the fuck?
Harkin's not happy, but he gets where the guy's coming from. Just because he's seen the horrors of war, this guy's definitely disillusioned, and he's seen other people turn from the Emperor's light in the same way. So he's not exactly nonplussed, but he understands.
And Avlok is just pretty much he's just indifferent. Like he's like he doesn't really care.
Yeah, you got 5 corruption at this point. What do you care, right?
Right.
Okay. If there's no more questions, the train rolls in and Devil gets on, and unless anyone decides to set him on fire before the doors close, the
Don't get me
train
wrong,
takes off.
I'm very, very tempted.
The train begins to take off.
I really want to.
There are enforcers coming towards the square from far south, and one of the gangers turns to you and tells you where the almshouse is. They tell you that it's north of the square, the other direction, and they ask you if you want them to hold off the enforcers while you make your way away.
Where's that? In relation to where we're at, where's that girl hold up? That we're gonna
Okay,
talk
yeah,
to?
you'd have the address to Habstack 717. It would be to the west.
Where are the enforcers coming from again?
The south.
South.
South. I want to find some time to rest for Havelock, otherwise he's going to be a walking target.
That's a good point. Havok, I'm curious. Do you know what your resistance is from combat?
I'll check.
Because I can only do it once per combat, but I basically get a bonus to my resistance equal to. I was thinking about using my experience just to get the bonus from the rank, but.
Said you wanted to know what my resilience was?
Yeah.
3.
3? Oh, is that the right stat that I was talking about?
Yeah,
You asked for resilience.
theirs is
Yeah.
drastically low in comparison to a Imperial Guardsman wearing flak armor.
Right. Alright. We'll stick close. Let's see. So we could go to her place, spend some time doing medical checks, and then head to the almshouse.
Well, there's enforcers coming in right now.
Yeah. They're coming from the south, though, and we need to go to the west to get to her house,
Yeah.
to her stack.
Yeah. I'd
I
say.
think we should. Good.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd say we go follow up that lead to her house and see about the guy's sister.
Yeah, and maybe take the risk and take a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Quiddus is gonna nod at the gangers.
We have one more place to visit before we visit the arms dealers.
Should we
How
tell
long
them to
can you
meet
hold
us?
them all?
Yeah. Should we tell them to meet us there tomorrow or after a rest in a certain amount of time?
There are a lot more enforcers than there are gangers. You imagine that they're trying to get into the good books of the Emperor before their time's up.
The enforcers are corrupted, though, right? By Gene Stealers.
Yeah.
My Inquisitorial Seal is not going to be much good. How many of them are there?
there's about 40 enforcers, like a big group of them coming towards the square.
That's only 4 mobs. It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh, I'd hate to see the damage on that.
If all of them hit one guy, repeatedly, it would be 40 d6.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an encounter that we can survive.
Certainly not the three of us.
No. Not with Havelock how he is, either. Alright, well, I guess, off to the arms dealer and hope for the best.
You mean the,
Oh, the sister?
There's the,
Oh.
not arms, there was the alms, which is like, the poor house.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
there's
Okay.
the, sister.
What do you two think? My biggest concern is Havelock.
If we go straight to the almshouse, like I'm concerned about the enforcers too, but if we go straight to the almshouse, I think we'll be fighting people pretty much right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
if we go to the sister's house, she might let us crash there for a little bit, and we can.
Yeah, let's take that risk. To the sisters.
All right.
If you
Okay.
can hold them off with words for as long as you can, then that will be beneficial.
I was gonna say we could go to the hostel, but then we don't want to be caught in the hostel with dead bodies in there when the enforcers come. That'd have been cool.
Yeah.
We could rest, but nah.
I mean, if Steele and Harkin were both not here tonight, then we could take that chance, but Harkin is here.
As far as you know, totally innocent.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
This is true. All right, well, I think sisters where we're going.
Yep.
Okay, the gangers will tool up, and now you guys won't have to make any kind of stealth check to get away from the enforcers and move wherever you want to go. Yeah, the gangers tool up their auto pistols, and Quitus, finally, from a group of people, they all say, "For the Emperor."
Yeah! Quitus is gonna nod and, repeat.
For the Emperor.
They start making their way with purpose towards the group of enforcers as you guys sneak away, I imagine grabbing Alaric and Steele to make your way towards Habstack 717.
Yep.
Excellent. And that's where we'll leave it this week.